Hello everyone. I'm here to explain to you about the concept of standard deviation. I will explain the concept of standard deviation by using height as an example. So it would be very easy for those who are finding difficult to grasp the concept of standard deviation. I have tried to use a simple, uh, very simple example, uh, just for you to have an understanding of standard deviation. Uh, let's see the example. For example, there are four individuals having various heights. For example, this individual is having a height of 4 feet. This individual is having a height of 4.5 feet. And the third individual is having a height of 4.5 feet. And this fourth individual is having a height of 6 feet. First of all, we want to calculate the average height of the individual. This is not the arithmetic mean of percentage returns. This is the arithmetic mean of their height. This is the typing error. So this is the arithmetic mean of their height. So the first individual having the height of 4 feet, second individual having the height of 4.5 feet, then 5.5 for third, and 6 feet for fourth individual. The formula for the calculation of arithmetic mean is you divide the sum of values with the number of values. For example, if you add these values, the height of four individuals, it would be 4 plus 4.5 plus 5.5 plus 6, and divide it with the 4. You will get the answer, that is 20 divided by 4, which is equal to 5 feet. What does it mean? It means that the average height of four individuals is 5 feet. On average, they have a height of 5 feet. Okay, so looking at the diagram, the average height would be like this. This is the average height. This is the line of the average height. So does that mean that all the individuals, or all the men should have the height of 5 feet? The answer is no. You can see that some of them having the height more than average, and some of them having height less than average. Okay, so this spread or the variation in the heights can be measured through the standard deviation. So this is the spread or the variations. For the calculation of variations, we need to have this column added, that is x minus x bar. X bar is basically the average. So if you see that the height of first individual is 4 feet, the height of second individual is 4.5, third is 5.5, and then 6. The average of these individual height is 5 feet. That has already been calculated. So we can see that this individual having a height of 4 feet is falling behind the average by one foot. Okay, so this individual is below the average by 0.5 foot, and this individual having the height of 5.5 feet is above the average by 0.5 feet. And this individual having the height of 6 feet is above the average by 1 foot. So again, looking at the diagram, you can see that these two individuals, the one is this one and the other is this one. So the first individual having the height of 4 feet is falling short of average height by 1 feet, and the other individual having a height of 4.5 feet is falling short of the average by 0.5 feet. That's why the negative sign has been assigned to them, because their height is below the average height. And the third individual having the height of 5.5 feet is having more height than the average height by 0.5 foot. And the last individual having the height more than the average height by 1 foot. Okay, so that's why the positive signs have been assigned to them. Okay, so this has been written in this in this in this table. So these are the negative values, if you sum up these values, this will give you no answer, because negative 1, negative zero point 0.5, positive zero point 0.5, and positive 1 will give you the answer, that is 0. So this column will not tell you anything in terms of what is the standard variation or what is the standard deviation. So that's why we have to convert the negative values into the positive value by taking their square. The square of negative 1 is positive 1, the square of negative zero point 0.5 is 0.25, and the square of zero point 0.5 is 0.25, and the square of 1 is equal to 1. So the sum of these values is equal to 2.5. So therefore, in order to calculate the standard deviation, we have the formula, that is sigma 1 to n for the values 1 to n. Uh, uh, the difference of the individual value to their the square of the individual of the difference between their individual value to the average return, and then dividing the number by n minus 1 will give you uh, the answer of standard deviation. So remember that for any sample data, for example, for any data having having lower, you can say, numbers. So for any sample data, you always subtract one from the number of values. So if you are having a larger number of values, you do not subtract one from the values. So in this case, uh, that is, the numerator is 2.5 as has been calculated in this column, and the denominator is, there are four individuals, negative 1 is equal to 0.83, and taking the square root of that, it will give you the value of 0.91. And now coming towards the interpretation, on standard, the variations or the spread around the average height is 0.914. So we can say that the variations around the average height is 0.914. So this was all about the standard deviation. Hope you have understood. If you have any question, you can ask me, you can email me, or you can just write the comment under the video.